Yo guys, it's Slinxy, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a 5-hour grind session with the Logitech G Pro Wireless. At the start of the video, it's cut into two parts. It's not a full 5 hours because the first hour and 20 minutes or something like that, my internet went down and was at high ping and everything, so I decided to do it another day. I've not actually recorded the second part yet, but I'm just recording this intro because it bugged out and it didn't record the audio. So let's jump into it. Right, so as you can see on screen here, I have not actually played any arena this season. I wanted to stay on 0 hype points just for this video. Let's jump into our first game. Going into my first game, I wanted to double key a little bit, so I ended up going Sweaty Sands. Going into my first fight, I faked the edit, missed my first 2 shots, but then connect my third and make the window peak and finish the job. After looting up a bit more, I am now looking to third party this fight. I use one of my crash pads to get over and take a few shots at one player that I then clean up. I use another crash pad to get to height, but I get tagged from the distance, so I'm now looking to get into this player's box. I get into the box and a couple taps with my combat shotgun later and he's eliminated. As a third player approaches, I hear them charging up the shotgun, so I want to keep covered. I then drop down and get a tag in without receiving any damage back. After failing a few edits, I then proceed to miss my shots but then spray with an SMG and melt most of the shield off. I take height again and look for angles where the player is vulnerable. 3 shots later and I am now on 4 kills. As I see this player go into the car, I hear footsteps below me. I then spot the player under the ramp and miss my shots once again. The player in the car throws fireflies at us, so I then have to drop down to low ground and go into the building and hide. Once the builds have stopped burning down, I then go for high ground and knock down the old builds that still remain there. I heard the person below me once again and decided to make the push. I go in, get the first tag, but he hits harder and then has meds to heal up with. So I have to stop him healing and pressure his box, but I do 30 damage to the head while he hits for over 100. I sort of just done 30 damage to his head there. Going into my next game, I decided to land at Pleasant Park, or as it's now called, Doom's Domain. Skipping forward to the first real player engagement, I get the first beam off and crack him, so I then decide to push. With my shotgun, I get 2 easy hits off, make the player 1, a little side jump and a shot from the shotgun and he's dead. In this clip here, I just killed Doom, so I had his powers. I edit out, missed my first shot but connect my next 4. The player is now 1 tap, but this does not matter as the big bot Slinxy still manages to die with the player on 2 HP. In this next game, I scuffed my job up bad. Don't believe me? Here's my loot I had. After I acquired some better loot, I quickly got a beam off this kid and melted all his shield and even took a little bit of his health off. I then took this guy's cone and floor and then quickly edited, quick pump and he's dead. In mid game there's a guy using these robot bouncing things and he was gliding, so I melted and cracked him. He then boxed up, so I proceeded to push. I ramped up and he blocked me, so skipping most of the fight I'm just going to play what happened at the end. God damn it. Going into another game, I decided to go back to Sweaty Sands. Nothing happened in early game, so I'll show you mid game now. There were a few people around me, but this kid was trying to get my box, so I paid my attention to him. Turns out he was weak, so all I needed was a quick spray with the SMG and he was done. After I disengaged, I was sitting in a bush and this kid came and blocked me like a fish. I got a quick 100 crack tag in, and then another small, I think it was 30 tag in, but this kid was on 20 HP and killed me. A few bad games later, and this game I'm landing Lazy Lake. I decided to land on the roof and grab a burst AR and pick up a few elims on the roof for that. Oh my god. I've got myself a cup of coffee. Another few bad games later, and I decided to land at Lazy Lake again. Oh my god. Right, I'm just gonna play placement now. Me now wanting to play placement, I done what any reasonable Fortnite player would do, and I landed at a POI. Oh my god! Oh my god, I can't play on this ping! After finishing my cup of coffee, I returned to Lazy Lake. I can't play on this ping, I'm gonna finish the video another time, I'll see you then. So a few days later I went into my first game back and I decided to land Steamy. I got a few kills off spawn and I'll show them now. Going into the mid game, I spotted this player in a car. I then cracked him and hit him 49 white, so I done what the normal person would do and pushed. The kid thought he could get away in his car, but I sprayed him down and blew him up. Getting closer to the late game, I used this rift to go to zone. until this controller player decided that wasn't the case and I was gonna get beamed instead. And then boxed up and healed up until I got pushed by another player. What are these frames? Going into our next game, I decided to land Holly Hedges. Nothing really happened off spawn, so I'll just skip to my first fight. I snuck up on this perk head and done a little damage, and then later finished him off with the suppressed SMG. Going into mid game, I'm not going to pretend like they're good players, but I got another few kills here. Still though, the frames were not helping and I died to this player here. Man, what are these frames? Going into our next game, I got the god chest off spawn. That chest definitely helped me pick up this kill as it was a messy fight. I don't even want to talk about this next clip, let's just play it and get over and done with. My god. Once again landing at Holly Hedges, I use these boogie bombs to pick myself up another free E-win. Skipping one kill as it was a bit messy. This kid tried to right hand peek me, but I hit him with the charge in the head and got the kill. After having a quick mid-game toilet break, I quickly beam this kid and then exploit into his box and get a nice little pump to the head. Not long after that, the same actually happens to me, and let's just say I bought out, I start running forward and spam building, but I'm just gonna let the rest of the clip play out. Right, how have I survived that? Let's go. As I approach this bush, my sixth sense kicks in and I can tell there's a kid inside. Another player that I knew was sitting in the bush, but yeah, my sixth sense wasn't good enough and I didn't know he had a sniper pointing at me. What? No, he's 17 HP! As I was still under 1,000 points, the players are quite bad. Don't believe me? Then I'll show you. Let's go, boys. Sniper Slinxy is in the house as this kid gets one tag to the body and one to the head. Let's go. Some more sniping later, this kid gets a tag to the body, I take his wall, edit, and he's dead. A little hedge, but it's all good, we're still vibing. A few quick AR tags, I impulse over, and then bait him out and one pump to the head. Get out of the way. Making it to the non-stack endgame, I'm just gonna let this one play. just die at the high ground. Fall damage even. Let's go. After getting a lovely beam off this kid, he decides to run. Bro, I just done what you were about to do to them. And now you're running. Using my sixth sense bush thing, I find another player in the bush, but it wasn't him. Once again, here's me checking bushes and getting a random tag. Like, what is it with kids hiding in bushes? How did I know? In solo arena. Slinxy some wall hacks? Question mark. I have no idea what that fight just was, and I have no idea how I made it out of lag. Here as I'm rotating the zone, I get into a fight, and my aim and pump damage just aren't having it, and I have an unfortunate death. Well, I say unfortunate, my aim was trash. What? No, I'm game hitched, man! I get a nice couple kills off spawn, followed by a lovely snipe, which leads up to one of my most intense games ever in Fortnite. Holy. Oh my god. Let's go! Let's go! I'm so good, boys. Take there. Let's go! That's an epic victory royale to wrap up the video. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. This video took 5 hours to record, obviously, and who knows how many it's going to take to edit. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, comment down victory royale, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.